Hi and welcome to part 3 of our start with Cveta, Pavle, Anton and Zlata. So where we are is we're coming up to the morning of day 5, the first feeding day. And let's get to it. Day 5, everybody eats today. It was calm again. Doesn't seem to be many raids in this scenario. So let's get Pavle fed and to bed. Cveta down here waiting. Get Zlata fed. Fed. And then we'll wait until they're going to be awake at around midday. And we'll put the other two to sleep then. And just set to go. Next meal on day 8, and we've got enough carrots meat there. We just need to put the cooker in. So it's just a question of what we want to do now. We did bring back some components. So there is at least one tobacco leaf we can do, yeah. But just looking at our things, we don't have a lot of wood either. And parts running low. So wood, components, parts as usual. So the next things we would want to do are probably reinforced door that can wait a little while. Because with 3 windows boarded up and 2 guards every night, then we really only need this if we see the crime spree. Or if it gets a little bit later in the game. And then Herbal Garden, because this will be where we make carrots. Again, wood components. This one we're going to need parts. Yeah, this is the food production. So one of these, which we would then have to upgrade, which is a whole bunch of more resources. And 2 of these. So 14 parts away from that. The only other thing that we really need is water collection. So I'm going to get that in. It's kind of early and something we could probably do later, but let's get that in now. That's the water station. It's now it requires filters and we've got 3, so we can put some water on. That will deliver 4 water in a few hours time. So we can do 2 a day very comfortably, 3 if we push it. So just looking at our things, 28 water, we'll burn through that as soon as we start making carrots. 9 wood, 8 components, so really not a lot. So we just have to keep going out, bringing home more wood and components specifically. And we can't get the cooker in because we're components short. So I'm going to wait till 11 AM, and if there are no visitors, then I'll see you tonight. And I'll just make a point of putting these 2 to sleep when these 2 wake up. Night 5, and we have some new locations. Construction site. Now this is the military, so not the snipers one. So that's a rich site. Hotel. Armed thugs. So there you can have 3 guys or 4 guys. Church. That's the rebels. Armed guys. So that's another takedown that we can do. But for now we're kind of spoiled for choice because there's a lot of stuff left here. There's a lot of stuff left here. We still haven't done the decrepit squat because that's really good for components of wood and parts, which we're all short of. This is Sneak One, another good site. Some good trading to be had here, so we're kind of really spoiled for choice. I think we'll go back here just because there's a lot of stuff there. So that's what we'll do. So we'll go guard, guard, sleep. Again, 2 guards is probably more than we need, but at this stage we don't have the reinforced door in, and because we've got 2 beds, then it's easy to manage the sleep schedule. We'll go with that. So there is no preparation necessary, so let's go. Now when she's standing, don't move just in case, because if she's facing this way, she can't see you. So first thing, we should pick this pile up so that we can get it down with everything else. Let's do that. Now because we unlocked this door, or unblocked this door before, we've got this way down into the safe area. And now we've got a choice. We can either just pick and go, which I think is what we'll do. I think there's it's like a couple of stacks of wood out there that we could go for, but I don't think it's necessary. Or we can do that on a later visit. Now the carrot would be nice because we have a lot of meat. We'll take the meat. Parts. We're not going to be getting any more here, and it's not a full stack, but 3 is pretty close. We'll take it. Because we saw that we needed a lot of parts. Gun parts would be good. And then I think components and wood. So I think we should come back here again, because again, more components, more wood. Let's go there. Day 6, Pavle back from the ruined villa. Night was calm again. Doesn't seem to be a lot of raids this scenario. Now, tired people. Pavle and Cveta can go to sleep. Anton tired, but he can go to sleep once one of these two have woken up, which will be around 11:30. Meantime, he can get some water on. Zlata. So now it's just a question of what we want to do next. So we've got a choice. Kind of 3 things in the game. There's winter management, which we don't have to do because it's still 16 degrees. We've got plenty of time for that. There's security, and the outstanding item there is the reinforced door. And then there's food management. So there's going to be the herbal garden to make carrots, and there's going to be a couple of rat traps. So we could get a little bit of the food production going. But then that would use up resources we might want to use. I think let's go for the reinforced door, just because then we can completely forget about security. Because even when we get hit by the crime spree, which we will do eventually, reinforced door plus 2 guards will be good. So I think that's what we do. Then we can concentrate on the other 2 things. First thing being food production, and then we'll deal with winter once we see it incoming. So we'll do that. We're expecting to see Franco today. He came on day 3, and he normally comes every 3rd day. So this would be a normal visit day for him. But all we can do now is just wait. So that's what we'll do. 10:10, and here's Franco. Pretty late. So let's see what he's got. So it doesn't matter who does the trading, because nobody gets any prices different than anybody else. If we had Katya, that would be different, but we don't have Katya. So what do we want? Well, firstly, all of the components and the parts. And now we've got a balancing item, which is the cigarettes. Next would be, well, we finish off the parts. We always take water, take gun parts, and the wood. So that's going to be relatively expensive. We can actually use some meat here, because we're not going to need that much meat, because we need to keep it balanced with the carrots. So this is enough for 8 meals here, 4 carrots and 4 meat. So the other meat is probably excess to requirements, so we don't mind giving up a couple of those. Now the carrot would be nice, because then the thing that's going to take the longest to make, we'll be able to get the meat production up and running before we get the carrots in place. So taking the carrot would be a good idea. And all of these. Now this is interesting, because with these and the leaves here, with the herbal station, we can make meds. So we can either make these, 2 more of these, or 2 bandages. So this is going to be really expensive. We take those as well to make more cigarettes. It's probably going to be at least 3 of these. 4? No, 3. But now we can make 2 more that we have this. So I'm guessing 1 piece of meat, 20 cigarettes. Yeah, we'll go there. So So we're buying a lot of expensive stuff here, but that's fine. I don't think we need the cans anymore because we've got a lot of meals here now. Once we have the... So we'll take this and this anyway. We'll take the books. They do contribute to morale if we have reading materials, but also you can convert them into firewood in the winter in a pinch. And I'd like to have these as well, because then we don't have to make them. So I think we can go there. There's nothing else we want here. So let's give up all our cigarettes anyway, because we can make more, but we can also give up these because we can also make more of these now that we've got that alcohol. Yeah, we'll go there. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? So I think we just, as mentioned, get the reinforced door in, then we can forget about security completely. So let's do that. Now, the other two have just woken up, so Anton can go to sleep. So the other two are now rested. We did just buy some cigarette leaves. Yeah, this is where we can make a couple of bandages if we want to. The question is, do we want to do this now? Because we're not going to see him until day 9. Well, he normally comes on days 3, 6, every 3 days. So we would expect to see him on day 9. So we don't need trade immediately. So I think just hold off on the meds for now. Just in case we get an injury and we see that we need a bandage. Because this way we've got the choice of making bandages or sickness meds depending on what happens to the house members. So we'll just make these for now. So we're getting low on components again. So we'll bring some home tonight. Now Cveta is up, ready to go. We have 1 filter left. So we'll get another water on. So just checking our water situation, 46. It's pretty healthy. But we could do with getting a couple more on tomorrow. So I'm going to get Zlata to get a couple of filters made. Now, meantime, I think the next thing we want to do is probably make a hatchet. Because it takes 5 gun parts and wood. But we would need to upgrade this. So I think this is the next thing we probably want to do, and that's just components. We can get those at the ruined villa again. There's a bunch there. So we'll do that. Just let everybody finish here. Nobody's tired. Well, Anton is, but he's in bed. Yeah, we can end the day there. We're not going to get any visitors. There's no temperature management required. Nothing else we want to do right now. Nobody needs to eat tomorrow. And so I think we go back to the ruined villa and just probably the last visit. But we'll get there and find out. So I think just guard, and sleep. Again, more than we need, but we do have 2 beds and easily managed and go. So she's got her back to us and she's moving so we can move. Again, it's just if she's facing this way. If you start moving, she can see you. It's the only way she can see you, or it's the only time that she immediately sees you and then runs off and gets her brother if she's standing here facing this way. So remember, we did have that wood to pick up, but I don't think, if we come back here for another visit, then I think we'll go for that. But for now, we just need components. That's not a full stack, I'm going to leave it. This is tempting. That's another 8 cigarettes. Helmets, guitar, I think we can leave. So yeah, I'm just going to go wood, I think. Day 7. Pavle back from the ruined villa. Night was calm again. We're not seeing much raiding in this scenario. Have we even been raided once? Anyway, who's tired? So Pavle's tired, Anton's tired. So they're very hungry again. Tomorrow will be the second day of very hungry, so everybody has to eat tomorrow. So I think it's time that we get some... First these lads can get some water on. It's time we get the cooker in, I think. If everybody has to eat tomorrow, then we've only got 1 can. I don't think, can't think of anywhere where we would find 3 cans. With any guarantee, that is. Now, we don't have anybody who's registered as good at cooking. Now, if we had Bruno or Livia, that would mean that they would do all the cooking because they use fewer resources, but we don't have anybody. So it doesn't matter who does the cooking. So I think as soon as Cveta's finished, she can just get 4 meals on. Cveta. Except we don't have firewood, so it means that we're going to have to convert some wood or books. Let's do that. So meantime, we've got some cigarettes to finish, so we may as well get her on that. So now we can make the food. Which leaves us no firewood, okay? Now that's everybody's meal on day 8 taken care of. So let's just see what else we can do. What we were really looking to do was get this upgraded so that we can make a hatchet, because then we can take on the construction site. And we are 1 component short. So that means, do we have any saw blades? Yeah. So we've got a choice. I think that's either the ruined block of flats, where there's 1 remaining saw blade requirement we haven't done yet, but there is also Sniper Junction. So I think we go back to Sniper because there's a lot of good stuff there. Now, who's tired? It's Cveta, isn't it? Yeah, she can go to bed. And we're after the 11 o'clock cutoff, so there's no visitors today. Everybody's rested. We've got the food for tomorrow. We need components to upgrade this. That will leave us only 1 wood as well. And for food production, we're also going to be looking at a lot of components, sorry, a lot of parts. You see these rat traps take 10 parts each, and the base takes 2. So I think we bring back all the parts we see at the at Sniper Junction tonight, and wooden components. And meantime, I think we have 1 more filter. Yeah, so we'll put that on, and we can end the day there because everybody's rested. So Sniper Junction. So let's get Pavle out there. We can actually get by with 1 guard. 2 guard remains overkill, but again with 2 beds, why not? And no preparation necessary, and go. Oh, there is, of course. We wanted to take the 2nd saw blade, didn't we? All right, let's do that. So this is going to be a bit easier than the first time. In fact, I'm going to pick up these piles and just dump them in our consolidated pile over on the other side. That way when we leave, we know exactly what we've got. So wait for the first shot. And run. Next shot. Run. So we can pick this one up, it's in a safe place. Yeah, let's get downstairs. So there's no running around needed except to go up with the saw blade and open up that last saw blade place. Because we picked up everything last time. And it's right here. Now we might get lucky with a weapon or something in here. We'll pick that up from the construction site later anyway, so we're not particularly bothered by whether we find a weapon or not. Well, we got a broken one, but we would have to upgrade the metal desk. 2 times, I think, to be able to repair that. So it's not that useful. But we can trade it. Wood and a teddy bear. So not a great haul behind that second saw blade. But another 2 diamonds, because I think we left one behind here, didn't we? So that's 3 diamonds that we could use for trade. But our overriding need is parts, but there's only 2 here because we took them last time. Alright. Now I'm going to take these because we only get 1 full stack per location. Now trade, I can't remember if we're not going to see Franco for a while, so we're not going to bother there, but this will get us another 8 cigarettes. Food, not a priority, but worth remembering that we've got 2 carrots here. And then it's components and wood. And go. We can't just run to exit, of course, because we'll get shot. So we have to come up and manage this part again. So I've tried running end to end with Pavle, but he still gets shot even though he's fast. Anyway, let's get home. I'm going to wrap it up there rather than run too long, and hope to see you for part 4, where we will pick it up from the morning of day 8 and hopefully cover days 8, 9 and 10 time allowing. Thanks for watching. Bye.